Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm heading back over to Slocum for a little bit, where I filled up with some gas. I already put 80 miles on it, and what I was going to do is get close to, say, like 100, a little over 100, and then I'm going to fill it back up at the same pump that I got gas from. And I was going to check the mileage to see what kind of miles this thing's getting. Because I got a feeling yep, clutch still sticking a little. Alright, well, let's get started. Just going and trying to get everything taken care of. Just got a few things to do, as always.
What year?
04. That's it. Looks like it's got 96. Nope, that's 98.5 miles. Well, I'll get some gas at pump number 2 right here and check the fuel mileage. Okay, I have put 3 gallons, 3.1 gallon in, and as you can see in there, that tank is full. So on the mileage, say about, let's see, 98, I think that's what it's going to be showing me. It's hard to see this thing, it's sitting in the sun. 98.5. Let me get away from this pump right here. Let's see, I need to go this way anyway. Let's see, I think I'll just pull it right here. And that time it cranked real good. Alright, well, I got my medicines and stuff, and let's go ahead and head back to the hangar. Let's see, I'll go this way. Well, I forgot to clear my odometer. Okay, we're back to 0 again. want me to do. Okay, that was 12.1 miles. All right. Definitely a lot quieter. That oil has helped. And let's see, I went ahead and put new spark plugs in. And let's see, 98. Now I got about 110 miles on them spark plugs. What I'm going to do is pull it in, let it cool down just a little bit, and do some plug reading, because I was thinking about that the gas mileage and 3.01 gallon for 98.5 miles. It's going to be something like a 32, around 32 miles per gallon, a little bit over 32 miles per gallon, probably something like 32.3. I'm thinking, just trying to figure all that in my head and think about it, and it's like, well, okay, 33 miles or 32 miles and per gallon. I feel like this thing should be getting a little bit closer to 40. At least that's what I would like for it to be, but I'm gonna pull it in just a little bit, and well, I'm fixing to go ahead and pull it on in, but let it cool down, and I'm gonna pull the plugs out, and we're gonna take a look and see what them spark plugs look like. Until I went one heat range hotter with the spark plugs that's in this motorcycle now. Okay, be right back. Okay, I've done a little bit of research on this bike on Google, but my fuel mileage that when I just got through with is 32.72 miles per gallon. All right, the miles per gallon on the average is anywhere between 26.7 to 41.1 as far as it goes for the Vulcan 1600. The average is around a 35.7 average. The weight of the bike, dry, no oil or anything like that in it, it weighs like 675. So time you put oil and all this other stuff, gas in it, you're looking at right at 700 pounds. The horsepower is supposed to be at 66 horses at 4,700 RPMs, and the torque is 93 foot-pounds at 2,700. All right, well, I was just, I just wanted to kind of point that out to y'all right quick like. Let me go ahead and just snatch these plugs down. I'm just curious to know what they look like. Doggone. It don't want to give it up. There she goes. All right, these is new plugs. They're one heat range hotter. Pull these out. I'm just curious to know on that ground strap the way it looks, if it's smutted, and if it is smutted, then that tells me it's still running a little rich. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we got some smut there, y'all. Ground strap don't look too awful bad. At least it's, staying burned back to that edge. the way it's supposed to be. Alright, slide this one back in. Yeah, I'm still kind of leaning toward that throttle positioning sensor, because when I was riding it today, going over there to Slocum to get medicine and check my fuel mileage, it basically, some places where I was stopping at, it was idling higher. On the RPMs at idle. Let's see, let's take a look at this one. Now that looks good too. The ground strap is burnt, well, it's clean to the bend right there. That's a good sign. But if you notice that smut that's around that ring, that tells me that it's putting just a little bit too much gas in them cylinders. Now, I talked to a friend of mine just a while ago, and he asked me, he said, you don't think it's because of the fuel pressure, do you? Because the fuel pressure is supposed to be between 60, well, between 40 and 60. And I'm running 66 to 65 pounds of pressure at the pump. Or at the regulator, should I say. Let's see. Turn these handlebars a little bit right here. Alright. Get down here, let's take a look at this one. Now this is the one that always stayed wet. Let's see what she's going to look like. This one is looking a lot better than the other two on the other side. But at least it ain't wet. Smutted, yes. Wet, no. Very happy about that. Get this thing stuck back in there. Let me take a look at that front plug. But yeah, if it is from having 65, 66 pounds pressure, if that's what's causing the flooding part, or the actual, you know, putting just a little bit too much fuel in there, then I'm fixing to have to order me a regulator. Because remember in a previous video where I was taking the regulator and increasing the pressure, showing how to increase the pressure on it? Well, what happened is my gauge, okay, that looks pretty good. It's still smutted though. Yeah, this side looks pretty good, but that blackness, that smut that's on the ring and all, that's a sign of too much fuel. But let's see, where was I going with that? Yeah, in the previous video, I was showing how to increase the fuel pressure on the pressure regulator. Not previous, but a video from a while back. and my fuel gauge was off bad. Anyway, it was showing 52, 55 pounds. I can't remember exactly. I was trying to get it to the 60 mark. But when I get me another fuel pressure gauge, it shows me 66, 65 pounds. Well, it was 67 before I cleaned the secondary filter that's in the tank. Oh, and too, after I got that filter clean, this pump sounds a whole lot better, and the tank does not get hot like it was getting. But yeah, let's see how this thing's gonna crank up. Now I'm right here at the tank, and you don't hear that fuel pump in there making that noise. It's good and quiet. That's where that fuel pump's supposed to be. So yeah, like I stressed there one time on the previous video about the primary filter, if your primary filter is clogged, get ready, because your secondary filter, you need to clean it too. Alright, well, I just wanted to, I got 100 miles on it. I wanted to look at the plugs, and I feel like it's still putting too much gas in them cylinders. And I got to find out what is the, well, the, what am I trying to say? The ohms on the throttle positioning sensor, the TPS. Alright, well, yeah, I threw the bag on the back there. Anyway, I reckon that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching.